That, guys, is one of the biggest bonuses of working for yourself. It's 48 hours in the life of me. Genuinely some of the best goodie bags I've ever had in my life in beauty. Tons of stickers. Oh, crazy. How to get your supplement reviewed by mags and newspapers without any contacts. As I always say in life, ask for forgiveness, not for permission. So we're just going to wing it and see what happens.
Always as a team.
Going into Boots in May. Oh, so cool. I mean, I'm 35 this year. Like, I need to not just rely on Botox.
Everybody wish good luck to Holly.
He goes home, does an epic poo. Lucky. I'm really obsessed. Hello, my lovelies. We're back with another vlog. And we're doing 48 hours with me. 48 hours as a founder. What does it actually look like these next 48 hours? We have so much going on. I have just finished blow drying my hair. The Dyson. Look at that volume. I would be lost without this. So today we have a really busy day. I'm going to go and meet Jolie this afternoon. We are off to the CEW demonstration day. And tomorrow we have a lot going on. I've got meetings. I've got Botox. I also have a really exciting dinner with Ramona, who is the founder of Rani & Co. And we are having afternoon tea at Fortnum and Mason's. What a lovely way to start the weekend. So I'm going to take you with me. Going to finish getting ready. And then we'll regroup. So we are getting ready. I am pulling everything together. Suitcase, tons of stickers. We are regular stickers, obviously, always essential. And then we're bringing loads of these to CW. So for those who don't know, let's bring you up here. CW is Cosmetic Executives for Women. And essentially they have every year an awards. And any brand in beauty or supplements can enter, and then one day of the year they have a demonstration day where all of the brands that have submitted their application to the awards get a chance to demonstrate. We are demonstrating. So we have submitted for Best New Independent Brand and Best New Supplement. You can pretty much apply to as many as you want, and all sorts of brands apply. It isn't just for new brands, it isn't for just really long-standing brands. Pretty much any brand can apply if you fit within the criteria of beauty tech, supplements. And I'm really excited to see who else has submitted for the Best New Supplement brand, because you have to have launched within the last 2 years, and there's a few other different criteria that you have to hit, but they have to be a certain size, so you have to be a relatively small-ish brand. So I'm just excited. And then you go to Islington, to the Design District showing room. It's this huge conference room where all of the brands show. I'm going to take you with me, so you're going to see what it's like, but it's very cool, and you get to meet loads of new brand founders and see some familiar faces. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people going that I know. So excited to catch up with everyone. I'm going to meet Jolie there, and we are just packing up everything to bring with us so that we can show. We have sweets, we have samples, and if you do go to the awards, to the demonstration day today, you get the most insane beauty goodie bag I have ever seen. Everything is full size, and it is gifts and full size products from pretty much every single brand that shows at the demonstration day. And there's hundreds of brands that show. So the goodie bags at these days are always absolutely insane. Unfortunately, as a exhibitor, you don't get a goodie bag, but I've had many goodie bags in the past, so we'll appreciate. And it means that we are giving out 200 of these to some very lucky guests. So it means that they're going to get a full size pouch of Bowel and Bloat Relief in their stockings. How nice is that? I just noticed that I've got some serious dust down my trousers, which I now have to wear today. Fantastic. What are some other things that we haven't caught up on? I got a tattoo on my hand. Scandalous. It says Lucky. I'm really obsessed with it. In red ink. But it's just healing at the minute. So if you've ever had a tattoo, you'll know what it's like. But it's literally going a bit like crusty. But I absolutely love it. A bit bold on the hand. But Donnie and I, the other day, just had this real sudden urge to go and get tattoos. Donnie has like 13. So not so much of a big deal for him. I have now maybe, that is actually my 5th. Wow, that crept up on me. So I have 5 tattoos. I have 22 on my arm. I have Luce on my back of my arm, which everybody thinks just says loose. So everyone's like, is that your name? Is that somebody's name? It's Luce. It means light in Italian, but clearly people have missed the mark on that one. And then I have my first tattoo, which is joie de vivre in French, which means to always have a joy for life. And then I have a tattoo on the side, which is a lightning bolt, which, if I'm completely honest with you, I kind of regret and maybe might get it taken off. I actually had it with a really good friend of mine who we used to live together in Australia when I lived in Sydney, and I love her to death. I don't regret the fact that we got matching tattoos. It's more just the fact of where it is. If you have a tattoo on your side here, it stretches funny because there's obviously quite a lot of skin. Anyway, story for another day, but that's maybe slightly one of the regrets, or one of the very few regrets that I have in life. I cut my finger quite badly. It doesn't really look much here, but I was doing a cleanse and I shaved the top part of my finger off, grating Brussels sprouts. So I did the cleanse for 5 days. It was meant to be 9 and I just cut it short because obviously that was so depressing and so painful. What else have we missed? Business is going really well. We've announced Boots, so that's exciting. I'm sure you guys have already seen that, but we are going into Boots in May. So cool. So we're just planning for that at the moment. And I'm going to spend a month in Italy next week. We're going to Paris first. So if you've got any recommendations, just thinking when this will go live, we'll already be in Paris, but still send your recommendations because Paris is growing on me. Never really used to like Paris, if I'm completely honest with you, but Donnie and I have never been together. So I'm very excited for us to go together. And then we're going to go to Milan. Never been to Milan, hoping that I can find my idol, Tamara Kalinic, there. Anybody who watches, obsessed with her. So really hoping I bump into her and Filippo, just like having lunch. Donnie knows my obsession with her and he said that he'll just take me to all the places where they go for lunch and for food. So that's my plan in Milan. Send any recommendations for Milan. Then we're going to go to Puglia. We have a place in Puglia. So we're going to go there to sort out the Airbnb before we get our first guests. And then we are going to Rome. And we're going to spend some time in Rome with Donnie's mum and his sister, which will be nice. But we haven't booked our return flight yet, but we're going to go for pretty much a month. I think the weather here is just quite depressing. And we need to take advantage of the fact that we don't have a boss to answer to and that I can get on a flight and go and work somewhere else if I feel like it. That, guys, is one of the biggest bonuses of working for yourself. Honestly, I can't put into words the feeling. It's really quite sensational. We're en route. We're not sure if Donnie might have to come back with some bits, which probably wasn't part of his original plan. It's fine.
I'm not going back home, so I don't know where I'm supposed to take them.
To Eddie's.
Yeah, sure.
We're kind of winging it because we don't think we're actually allowed to bring our signage or the samples that we have. But as I always say in life, ask for forgiveness, not for permission. So we're just going to wing it and see what happens. See you soon. Give him a wave. With that.
Especially with the skin prep product.
Oh my god, yeah. We are waiting to go downstairs. Joe's just here with a bump, rubbing her belly.
I really feel like I'm gonna vomit. Give it a second.
Then we would love to spend 3 hours down there chatting to all of the lovely people. We've already seen so many faces that we haven't seen in ages.
So nice, it's such good vibes.
Donnie just said that. Donnie's like, such nice vibes in there. Beauty as an industry is so nice in comparison to other industries. I'm just going to put that out there. Everyone is so welcoming. And I've heard a few of my old Skimrocks crew are around, so I'm going to go and find them. We're done. Don't mind us. We've got an easel in the back that we couldn't even use because we got told off for using a sign. And we've got all of our shit with us. It looks like we're moving house. But it was a successful first ever CW.
It was brilliant. I loved it. I met so many good people.
We're both blown away by how many people we spoke to and so many supportive people. And I was going to say so many supportive women. I actually didn't speak to actually, no, that's a lie. I did. I spoke to one guy who was very enthusiastic about the brand.
But Queenie, who came up to me and told us we changed Queenie, if you're watching this, thank you for coming up to me and telling me regular changed your life.
That's so cute. Most of the people I spoke to hadn't necessarily, they maybe knew who we were, but they hadn't necessarily tried the product. And they were like, as soon as you said it was in the goodie bag, they were like, oh my gosh. She was like, what? This whole pouch is in the goodie bag? We were like, yes. So then I said to someone, I was like, oh, I just really hope, all I want is that everybody leaves here today, goes home, does an epic poo, and think of us whilst you're having a big, filthy turd. And on that note, good night, guys.
And on that note, I'm just ordering my Nando's.
Let's get a Nando's. Absolutely shattered. I don't think I'll be standing up for a long time. I am shattered beyond belief, but I was just watching back some of the content from earlier and I remembered that I'd taken the sign and said that I was going to ask for forgiveness and not for permission. And just to give you guys an update, the sign got taken down. Within a minute of me being ready to go, the doors were about to open. It was like 3:59 p.m. and this woman politely comes over and says, I'm really sorry, you're not going to like what I'm about to say, but you do have to take the sign down. So as you will have seen, the signage was up. All I did really was just lift the sign up when people would approach the stand, which was, the event ran for 3 hours from like 4 till 7. And I'm not exaggerating when I say I think the stand was without a person in front of it for maybe 3 minutes of that entire 3 hours. I spoke to so many people and hopefully many of you are watching this now. And if you are, then hi, because it was really cool to meet you all. And I really hope by now that the video is out that you have had some of the best poos of your life. And I think I'm probably I've just brewed the kettle. I'm going to have a tea and I'm going to go wash my face with all of the lovely fresh new products that I got given to me at the end. Because what happens is obviously if you do pay to go to the event, not as an exhibitor like we are, you get these insane goodie bags at the end that are worth thousands of pounds. So even if you just want to go for that alone, genuinely some of the best goodie bags I've ever had in my life in beauty. There's all sorts of brands there today, like Kylie Cosmetics, L'Oreal, every brand under the sun, under body care, beauty, face, skincare, wellness, you name it, they were there. And so the goodie bags are amazing. But if you're an exhibitor, you don't get any products. But what happens at the end is it finishes at 7 and then everyone who was showing basically just like swaps their products. And so everyone was just like trading stuff, which was really cute. And actually this really lovely girl from Bioma comes running over to our stand and she's like, oh my God, I've just run out of the pouch. I need to restock. I'm not going to get a goodie bag. Is there any regular going spare? And I just thought it was the cutest thing ever that they were literally all fighting over. And I said, I'm really sorry, I haven't got any more pouches left, because I'd given the rest away to like guys that were near me. And so then, bless, we were right next to this brand, which was, the name is escaping. Actually, I'm going to get it because I've got there. They were so kind and they gave me some of their products to try, and I'm actually buzzing because I tie my hair up a lot. One sec. This is it. Smooth Slick. Don't know if anybody has seen this brand before. Irish brand. The women were so nice and I'm really, actually, let's just put this on here. I am really excited to try this brand because I am such a tamer. I actually think that is her on the front of the pack. I'm pretty sure that is her. They were gorgeous and I'd given them both a pouch. And then when this girl comes over from Bioma begging for a pouch, one of the sisters actually kindly donated it to her, which I just thought was so nice. And so I've got all of these lovely products to try. I actually cannot wait to try this. This is a hair oil. I've heard of Rehab before, but this is an actual hair oil in a little dosage. I absolutely love these capsules. I think they're so cool. I always use them for vitamin C. Anyway, very cool. Excited to try those. I've got all sorts of brushes. I actually went into Boots earlier this week and bought a brush for my bag, and I didn't need to because I've got this. I'm really excited to try this. Jolie, I'm really sorry. They actually gave me loads to give to you as well, but I forgot. So I'll have to give that to you when I'm back from Italy. And oh no, actually, because I'm seeing you on Monday, so I'll give it to you then. And some skin primer from the wonderful Delilah, which I was actually not familiar with as a brand, but they were next to me and the guy was absolutely delicious. So I'm very excited to try those. And then we've got a little nourishing hair cream. You can get this brand in Brown Thomas if you're in Ireland. And they are going into H&M's as well, which I thought was pretty cool.
I'm so proud of my girlfriend. Fucking amazing. Holly fucking rocks. Sorry, I'm playing online, so I can lose focus, but she fucking rocks. Guys, TW Awards, we see you. You are in our aim.
So that's us, guys. Good night. I hope you all are fantastic watching this, and we're going to wake up tomorrow together and we're going to do another day all over again, because this video is 48 hours in the life of me. Also, sorry, I just have to show this because I haven't properly shown this. I got Jolie and I matching necklaces, and I'm sorry. Now, there's another necklace I also got that comes with it that says "We Are." So it's like "We Are" and then "Regular." I just think these are the coolest things ever. Anyway, I'm off. Good night. See you in the morning. This morning we're with Dr. Donato. Dr. Donato has been seeing to my finger, which is a healing.
All right, chop chop then.
Be careful, because I'm scared.
Okay, well done. Guys, she honestly did almost chop her finger off. And she's been honestly a trooper throughout the whole experience.
God, it's really healing that.
So I'm very proud of her. She did so well.
I really cringe now, to be honest with you, and think that if anyone watching this might be like me and is very type A and does a lot of things with haste, please take this as your reminder to not do that. And also just remember that, like, in life, you don't actually have to get every last drop out of everything, including shaved Brussels sprouts. The only reason this happened was because I couldn't let myself waste a single bit of Brussels sprout in my salad. Which, let's be honest, Brussels sprouts are not very nice anyway, so I don't know what I needed to get every last bit of Brussels sprout into my salad. What's that famous saying?
Slow and steady wins the race.
Slow and steady wins the race, and I'm really trying to champion that. So this was my reminder, and I do think in life things happen to you in a way to make you stop. And always when things go wrong, I always try to remember that and remind myself that...
Let's put another one of those that you like.
Yeah, but then I just feel queasy.
We also have this.
Thanks.
Guys, we did this together. As always, as a team.
Just feel so sick looking at it.
My love, now you don't have to look no more. Look, guys.
I'm a wuss. The actual reality is it's 12:30 and I'm about to go out for lunch. Let's just see what people's opinions is on my outfit. Would you just hold that for a second? Or maybe I'll have to put it here. It's giving, I can't put colours together. But it's also giving relaxed because I haven't got any makeup on, because after my lunch I'm going for Botox, and so we can't be wearing any makeup, otherwise it's just a bit annoying. So I've gone for this. I'm really wanting comfort today, but it does feel slightly random. What do we think? Zara loafers, Uniqlo jeans that do not fit me anymore, but I still insist on wearing them because they are very comfy, and comfort is everything. Sandro blazer. I think the top is Zara. The scarf was a gift from my auntie for Christmas 3 years ago. And the hat is Hermione. CEO yourself. Anyway, leave your thoughts in the comments. I wouldn't be offended if you thought it was an awful outfit. But I've decided I'm just going with the randomness. I can tell from Donnie's face that he thinks it's a weird outfit. Yes. So off we go. I'm very late for Elsa. I'm off to meet Sunday Riley. Very exciting. Haven't seen Elsa in years. And she's just got back from Thailand. And we're going to go for a lovely lunch. We're going to talk partnerships, because We Are Regular is all about partnerships. And we're going to see what we can do together, because we have a very exciting gifting option available for you all very soon. And we would love Sunday Riley to be involved. So let's go to lunch. We're going to London Bridge. Almost forgot to take my vitamins. Very hectic vlogger over here. That's what we like to see. I'm going to have my iron. Really hoping you can... Great. Iron biglycinate, because I've been getting very bad migraines recently, and I actually think it's because I'm quite iron deficient. Yes, I have self-diagnosed myself via the use of ChatGPT, and we love ChatGPT. If you know, you know. 5-HTP. If you don't take 5-HTP, I'd strongly recommend it. It is a serotonin increaser and it's like happy joy. And I'm on my period, so especially need to take that at the moment. Glower, hair growth. I'm on my 3rd month of this and my hair is growing faster than you can say chop. And then I'm also obviously have my daily Vida Glow. This literally tastes like Haribo. See you later, my love. We're going to London Bridge via Paddington and then via the Jubilee line. We have literally just received the coolest thing ever and I need to show you from our manufacturer that we've been working on. They're not going to be out for a few months, but oh my God. I'm sorry, but how cool. Bag charms that say hot shit on them. Like, I cannot wait to have these all over everything. We haven't decided yet if we're going to retail them or if we are going to do them as gifts with our subscriptions. But that's all to be decided. But oh my God, I just can't stop looking at them. Yeah, the poo girl. The poo girl. Love it. Nummy. I really loved this Botox though when I tried it last time.
Is this the Relfides or traditional Botox?
Relfides.
Ah, that's why you need the numbing. Relfides apparently is spicy.
It's spicy for sure. I was really impressed with how long it lasted. I just find I'm needing it much more often around my eyes.
Why are you complementing with peptides to enhance the Botox?
No, and that's what I want to speak to him about because I think there's other things. I mean, I'm 35 this year. Like, I need to not just rely on Botox. Like, there are other things that I want to try.
Have you been taking zinc supplements before? It's been proven that zinc enhances the Botox by 30% and makes it last longer. Okay. There are new peptide products that just reached the market that enhance or helps the Botox basically stay a bit longer. There's even topicals now that mimic the effect on Botox. The Ordinary has one as well, one specific peptide group.
So this Botox is called Relfides and I had it last time and it is 10x stronger than any other Botox, so hence why we need to do this. But honestly, it's so worth it because I had it last September and we're now in March and it's only really just wearing off, which is very good. And then I'm going to say to Giovanni, what else do I need? Because I've never had anything other than Botox in my face. Some filler in my lips, but that's literally it. And I feel like it's time for some other things.
Hi guys. My plan is to take a nap and then around 6 p.m. go and join my buddy Eddie for some drinks and pre-dinners, please.
Oh wow, yeah, lovely. Where are you going for dinner?
At Roof Gardens.
Oh, of course. Right, well, say bye to everyone.
It's a guarantee. Guys, very nice to see you. Everybody wish good luck to Holly.
Everyone's heard so much about you and never seen you.
Oh, hi.
Oh, good times.
Give you my balls back.
Give you my what? Your balls back? Oh, fantastic. Got 2 this
How
time.
much is this? Who they are, so...
Yeah, like, what's this about?
It's gravity.
But I can't...
So there is 2 things you can do around that. You can do CO2 laser, or you can just do like a Julane around here, which is like polylactic acid.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it? What is that though?
That is polylactic acid.
But
It's like a regenerative stuff. Yeah.
What did you tell me to say?
Just with a bench, with that couch thing on it.
so what? Do you inject it?
Yeah. So we inject it from here, and then we help you to have this laxity.
Yeah.
You're losing a lot of collagen in your face.
Yeah. Why?
You're losing weight. Oh, because you did a diet.
Oh,
Yeah.
but only for 5-6 days.
Yeah, but you lose that.
What do you mean? I don't want to lose collagen, but I'm taking collagen supplements.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, that's what I mean. My skin's like thin. Like,
Yeah.
what do I? Just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it. Oh, don't. I watched a video the other day of a girl doing that, and when I saw it, I thought, oh, that's weird. But now I've just realised mine does it.
Oh my god. No, do the Julane. It's good and it's safe.
So that's the poly whatever.
Polylactic acid, yeah.
And that will what? Just give plump.
Collagen.
Okay, fine. Well, we need to do that next time. Very chic. Looks a lot different to how it did when I first came in here, you know? How many years have I been coming now? Must be 5.
5, I think so.
I honestly love that man so much. I have been seeing him for 5 years and he is the funniest, most unbelievable doctor, just like ever. He's so generous, he really looks after me, but I have honestly sent him so many clients, it's actually unbelievable. But I honestly just trust him so much. And I think when you're looking for someone, when it comes to your face, you want someone who can be very honest with you. And he is sometimes too honest. He is a very, very fabulous gay man and he does not hold back, which I just love him for. So yeah, very pleased. I've had it in here. I didn't show it because I'm like, it's just too much sometimes. And I don't want to put like a needle warning, a trigger warning, because that's just unnecessary. We all know what that looks like. But yeah, he does like here, head, eyes, because the eyes are bothering me. And he also, for the first time, which kind of freaks me out slightly, has put it under here. And then also in my jaw, because I have it in my jaw because I have such a strong jaw and I grind my teeth loads. But honestly, I still don't really understand to this day why it's so spicy and like painful. Because obviously normal Botox is not that spicy, but this one is insane. So we'll see in about 24 hours the results. This one kicks in really, really fast. I am now running home to get ready. It's 4 o'clock. I've got to be at an event at Fortnum's at 6. Already feeling quite tight. Like, this is the level of movement we've got going on. And I had it about an hour ago, which we love to see. I'll link you Benny below if you want to. He's in London Bridge and he is phenomenally amazing and I would recommend him to absolutely anyone. I'm not going to put too much makeup on top, or rather I'm not going to put too much skincare on top of what I've been doing just after having Botox and stuff. I don't want to put, I mean, I shouldn't really be putting foundation or anything on, but I've got an event obviously now that I'm getting ready for, so I don't really have a choice. I mean, I definitely could go to the event without any makeup on, but I'm not sure Ramona would love that. So this evening's event is a International Women's Day event, which I'm really excited. And I'm actually wearing, and have been wearing this entire episode, these earrings from Rani & Co, which is Ramona's brand, and I'm honestly obsessed. But earlier this week on my Instagram, I'd said, ask me anything business-wise, ask me any business questions, and I will answer them on this week's YouTube. So I'm going to answer them. How about that? From one channel to another. So one of the questions that somebody asked was, I actually love this question, are we all meant to work for ourselves? The reason why I love this question is because I used to say before I launched the brand, or before I even started thinking about working for myself, there's so much noise online of people like working for themselves, and I think there's quite a lot of pressure on people to feel like they need to work for themselves. Obviously, working for yourself is not for everybody. So if you're watching this and you work for somebody else and you're thinking, I don't know if I've even got it in me, or even interested in working for myself, don't feel the pressure. I don't think everyone is meant to work for themselves. I think it takes a certain personality, to be honest with you, a certain level of craziness, and probably I'd actually much rather not have the aspiration to be entrepreneurial. That's a lie, because I love it, but at the same time, I really don't think it's for everyone. And I actually do sort of sympathise for people at the minute, because I think there's just a lot of noise. And sometimes when there is a lot of noise, it takes a lot to kind of ignore that noise and not feel pressurised. Okay, question 2. How to get your supplement. Sorry, my eyesight is clearly not good enough here. How to get your supplement reviewed by mags and newspapers without any contacts. We get asked this all the time. I'm going to give a very blunt, immediate response to this question. Get contacts. Anybody is possible and is able to get contacts. I get it if you've not got the network right now. It feels like quite a lot of work. If you have the budget, then obviously one of the options is to onboard a publicist. This also doesn't need to be a really expensive publicity agency. We have had a conversation recently with a publicity firm that were charging like astronomical fees a month. And I know sometimes PR is kind of like positioned as this really expensive thing to have that's like an extra, but I actually do think, and Elsa and I were talking about this today, the importance of PR I think is becoming more and more important. I think people are having like a bit of a resurgence and appreciating the value of PR, because I think for a long time people just thought it was like added expense that didn't really bring anything, when I actually do think that it can be really powerful. We have seen that firsthand, so PR is not to be ignored, so it's good that you're asking the questions. There are definitely publicists out there that work on day rates that can be much more affordable than like an agency. So if you do have the budget, look at onboarding a publicist who can essentially get you the contacts that you don't have, even if that is, you can go obviously from, that's what an agency is there for. That's what a consultant can do to help. It's like they've got the contacts for you, so you don't need them. However, I think this question has been asked on the basis that budgets may be slightly lighter, so you don't necessarily have the budgets. There are really good resources like Diary Directory is a great one, especially for supplements. It's kind of predominantly beauty, but it definitely covers wellness and everything else. And publishers will often do call outs on these websites like Diary Directory, looking for products to feature in press. So if you are not registered with Diary Directory, definitely get registered with Diary Directory, because it's a really good resource. There's also all of the contacts that you might ever really need in PR on there, or brand. So you pay a monthly fee and you get access to all of these contacts. So that's one way of getting the contacts. And then obviously once you've got the contacts, you can reach out to them, you can introduce yourself, give them a bit of a spiel, let them try the product, get the product in front of them. I also do think that Instagram, even if you find the contacts on places like Diary Directory, it also links their socials and things. So if you're looking for like editors and all that stuff, their social handles are also linked within their Diary Directory. So I do think that's a great resource, because then you can reach out to them via Instagram, because then you're immediately putting like a face to the name, which I definitely think obviously in PR that massively helps. So like DMing them instead of sending them an email can sometimes be a bit more beneficial to people. Diary Directory, also CEW, which was the event that we were at yesterday. So that is also another option. I definitely would recommend the call out piece when publishers are looking for features and for product. That's a great opportunity, and they're all available on there, the call outs and everything else, and you just respond and you submit your product. I think with press as a whole, I think in any case, you have to be really clear with your product as to what is going to fundamentally be the hook. Obviously for ours, the whole hook was poo, which makes obviously it's just like a controversial, or rather like very unspoken topic, which publishers then obviously love, because they love to feature things that aren't often spoken about, because that tends to be what people are interested in reading. But just make sure you're really clear on what that hook is for your product. It's hard for me to answer it because I don't know what your product is, but that would be my advice on that. And if you are watching this, Hayley, and you comment with what the product is, then I can give a little bit more information on that. But don't be put off, because in this day and age, it's so easy to build contacts. So you can either use a publicist to help you get those contacts and to help build those relationships that are already there, or you use something like Diary Directory to get the contacts, reach out and build your network.
Sorry guys, I have a delivery from Holly.
Oh, my love.
Here's your coffee, darling.
That's so kind. Thank you so much, my love. Just don't make them like him anymore, you know? Whew. Whew, that is Italian coffee. Strong. I've got an idea, but how do I check if it's useful? I know I would use it. Now, I really do think that obviously We Are Regular was born out of the fact that I was chronically constipated. I found a solution and quite honestly just could not afford to justify £300 a month. So I thought, I'm going to go make this for myself cheaper. Genuinely was how the brand started. And obviously then we realised that we actually had a solution that would benefit not just me. So then obviously the brand evolved from there. But I really would say that if it has solved a problem for you, 9 times out of 10, there are a lot of other people out there that also have that same problem. However, it's not enough to just assume and then spend months developing a product to solve that said problem to then figure out that it wasn't viable. So the sooner you can ask people what they think about the product, the better. Yeah, so don't be afraid to ask questions. Do not be afraid to ask people if you think the idea is legit. The sooner you can get over yourself and ask people, the better, because honestly, that feedback will be invaluable to your brand development, how you choose to develop the product. Honestly, the more questions and the more people that you can ask, the better. Please don't be afraid of hearing no. If someone tells you no or gives you feedback that you don't like, just get over it. We've got to get comfortable with getting feedback. I also do think it's important that you consider who you're asking. Don't ask anyone. You have to be considered. If you ask somebody who, for example, if you're launching a product that is specifically targeted to women and you ask a man for his opinion on it, it's safe to say I probably wouldn't pay attention to his opinion because the product isn't for them. So you do have to be sure you're asking people that fit your desired customer in your mind. You might then figure out that obviously that product is then suitable for other people. Like we found, we didn't think our product was really going to be targeted or even appealed to by men. Turns out loads of men buy us. Quite cool. So, yeah. Just ask as many people as you can for their feedback. The right people ask for feedback. And just don't be afraid of feedback, because at the beginning it's really important and you need to use that to shape. And then once you get out there, your customers will be your feedback, your community will be your feedback. But obviously at the beginning, when budgets are tight, you don't really want to be spunking all your money on something to then find that the product isn't really viable and no one would use it. Start as well is to just Google and look at if anybody has launched anything similar in the past. Not to say that if they have, you just don't go near that or don't even think about launching a product just because somebody else has done it, because there's so much replication in this world. There's so many different products out there that are essentially all the same thing. I mean, skincare as a whole, let's be honest. No one is really reinventing the wheel there with skincare. They're just packaging it in a different way and making it sell. So just because your idea might have been done before doesn't mean that you can't do it better or different. But I do think it's important to see if anything has been done like what you're thinking before, because that will help also steer. Did that product work out? Where did that product resonate? There's so much you can learn from just asking questions. Okay, so I've tied my hair up because I've decided the weather is awful. So we're just going to do it up because otherwise it will do my head in. And I wasn't really loving it anyway. But yesterday at CW, I spoke about the girls that created this brand, the Smooth Stick. These guys. I wear my hair back too many times to not need this in my life. And I'm actually really, really glad I met them, because I have a good friend who I actually used to work with back in Australia, and she has a brand called Disco Stick, and it's a very similar concept, but they only sell in Australia and I can never get my hands on it. So now I feel like I've found an equivalent and I'm so excited to try. So you literally just, I'll be well impressed. Wow. This actually is taming them. I don't know if you can see on this camera, but I usually use the Way pomade, which is amazing, to be fair. And it's probably a bit more industrial than this. I feel like this is for when you just have a few strays. But look, it's all about the type of brush you use. Look how smooth. I mean, it definitely would not be that smooth if I hadn't used that product. The jacket is mango and it was £135, which I think is an absolute steal for a suede jacket. Although I absolutely should get some suede protector on to go outside if it's raining and I don't have any. So should I not wear this jacket?
If you're getting in a car.
Fine. The shoes are M&S, which I love M&S shoes. Jeans are Zara, top is Zara, because I just love Zara. And the jacket is mango. And the face is me. I'm going to order a cab because I'm quite late. What a 48 hours that has actually been. This video will quite easily be one of my longest videos I've ever done, and it like isn't even that hard. That wasn't even a week in the life, that was 2 days in the life. Thoroughly enjoyed that, so let me know if you want more. Had the most lovely evening with Ramona and everyone. It was just really nice to see. Met some new faces. Met Daisy from Glow For It, which Jolie and I have been meaning to get a meeting in with forever because we're like obsessed with her story and how she's built her brand. So it was really nice. I was sat next to her, so we were like chatting it all through, and there's like so much we didn't cover, so I'm looking forward to seeing her again. We're going to try and get a lunch in. And yeah, just seeing some new faces and people I'd seen before, catching up with Amma after she had her podcast with Rochelle Humes, which was amazing. I'll link that below. Just loads, yeah, just a lovely, lovely, wholesome evening. So thank you so much, Ramona, for creating such an amazing event. And guys, obsessed with my new jewellery. Look at this. And my earrings. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to go to bed. I'm absolutely shattered. It's 11 o'clock and I've got a very busy day tomorrow, even though it's a Saturday. And I am determined to get up and go to the gym, because if I don't, absolutely nothing will happen. But I'm going to do my best and I'm going to go because I enjoy it. I'm waiting for Donnie to get home. Leave your guesses as to what time he's going to get home. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video, my loves. Lots of love. See you next week.